The real true fathers, man. Back at you, back with you, man. I hope y'all having a blessed day, cause I am. Listen, uh, I wanna talk about this Chief Collins. Sean Paul Reyes was there. He's a good dude. I mean, I watch his videos, his films, and I watch everything that he puts down. And he's a soldier. He go out there as soon as something happen, he go out there and he has the little bread to do it. But he go out there and he lays it down and for the he opens up in a complete form to tell to about the law. He's telling the officers about the law and everything. They don't know nothing. I mean, they go through 6 months and then they go through years and years and they sit back like these smug dudes. These smug people go years and years. These clowns go through years and years and everything, and they think, look how they looking. They think nothing. They untouchable. But the whole thing is, everybody's touchable. I mean, it might not happen now, but it'll happen later. Now, I want to bring back this guy Collins. Collins was in this chief position when Alexis Wilson was unalive on his watch. Now, these the police that's supposed to be there to not harm you. They supposed to come on the scene to help you. These are first responders that we have. I'm not talking about the fire department and the ambulance and EMS. I mean the EMS. I'm talking about these clowns. The whole thing is we can't have these type of people that you see in this video hold any law enforcement career ever. I mean, it's unheard of. It's Miss Carla. I want Miss Carla. I want to let you know that I'm gonna put up a video. This happened 2 years ago. Uh, they chat. Everybody focus on Tiffany when the main focus should be on your daughter. For what happened to her, that's the main reason. That's the main thing. Not this political agenda that they have and all this and everything. She's stealing, but we need to be focused on the things that matter, things that hurt our family. It's unheard of how these folks did you and how the mayor did you. They scum. They dirt beneath our feet. And it hurts me, man. It hurts me to do videos uh, with Alexa. It just hurts me because a lot of times I want to reach out and touch something. If it was any of their daughters or sons, I don't know. They probably so sorry they wouldn't even care. That's how much these people that's in law enforcement, they'll lock up their own grandmother. They'll hurt their own son. I, I'm gonna stay off of it. All right. My viewers, I'm sorry, but it had to be said. I'm gonna let y'all watch these clowns. And this is down in Illinois, back when this clown was a chief.
So also, Commander Riley, so what inspired
Hey,
you to come into the police force?
Well, I wasn't always the police. My degree is in psychology. I was a clinical therapist in the mental health field. And just one day they were offering the test and I did it as just a spoof. I said, let me just take the test. And then suddenly I realized I had passed the test. I went through the process and then I became the police. What I did discover is, you know what?
and what is this raccoon looking at in this ceiling? I bet she done spotted everything in that room. What is she looking at? That's what I don't understand. Where is her eyes going? Is she on something? Whenever she taking off them streets, she might be putting it in her.
The police is no different from the clinical therapist. We have to give therapy every day. So what I try to do is I try to put on my non-judgmental hat. Because when I meet people in the community, like the chief sent me out to investigate something, I don't want to be viewed as the police. I want to be viewed as I'm a person here that's trying to listen.
Remember the words.
To your problem, come up with a good solution. And I don't want to be judgmental when I do that. And so I think my background has helped me to alleviate a whole lot of discomfort when it comes to just really dealing with people in general. You know, honey, you know, you are very racist people. I'm a person here that's trying to listen to your problem, come up with a good solution. And I don't want to be judgmental when I do that. Until you walk in these shoes, you would never understand it. I could care less what's going on with the mayor and anybody else. What I care about, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, is my staff.
Your staff isn't in any danger.
No, so you can't say that. If you're getting threatened every day, how would you want to go to your job and every day the phone rings all day? We can't conduct business.
Every day in my job I get threatened.
But listen though, so then you should be identified. But here's the thing about it, you'll never be able to identify because you're not black, but you want to say the victim. See, those are catch-22.
So if I was black, I would be okay?
No, you're missing a point.
Why is she playing a race
Stuff
card?
like that, we have always.
That's when people get bagged up in the corner, they start spearing out race cards. And they when they get bagged up, when they don't know how to just get back at them with jokes or whatever, or comments, it's always, if they semi retarded, they always bring up the race card. I want to Thomas degrees and this and that and everything. She don't act like it.
Victims. Even in 2024, we're victims. And so now here we are in 2024. I got staff persons who are trying to do their job. All day. Imagine that. You have to imagine it.
If you do your job right, you won't be getting called nothing. I mean, that's wrong for a person to pick up the phone and hear that word. I mean, I don't like it, and neither should you. But when you're doing what Dalton is doing, I don't know. Maybe it fits.
Cardiac arrest. They call straight to the clerk's office, and then we just dispatch it back out. But because the phones are tied up with the same persons that call on a regular, I've never had to experience this.
Right.
I don't care about what's going on.
I agree with you about the resources. You're losing resources by people calling, but what about the resources you're losing by protecting the mayor?
You know what? I'm talking about my staff being threatened. That's serious.
Okay, but if you don't want to talk about the mayor, you don't want to talk about the mayor.
Control the narrative again.
I said that. That's a bad thing. I just answered you. But you can't answer my questions, but I can answer yours.
That's just a statement you're making because you really don't care. If you care,
the mayor's being protected by 6 officers that could be on the street. They could be on the street protecting the residents of Dalton.
About my staff being threatened.
What about the public that's being threatened with the lack of officers here?
You don't want to talk.
What about the public? How would I have a slick mouth? I haven't said anything.
Your main goal is to fix that poo-poo on your head.
Our main goal is to de-escalate things. If I come to a situation or go on a call of a domestic, either I can de-escalate it or I can escalate it. So it's vitally important that I realize it's not what I do, it's how I do it. I'm in their home. That's your environment. I'm uncomfortable coming in your environment because it's familiar to you. And so I need to respect that, but at the same token, I want you to respect me being there because honestly, I didn't ask to even come on that call, but I want to respect. I want to respect, don't you? You know what I'm saying? I want to respect.
I understand what you're saying. You want to respect their personal space. I get it. I understand what you're saying. You want to respect their personal space. I get it.
I'm trying to keep you calm. I want to be calm. So yeah.
I love it.
Our main goal is to de-escalate things.
Fourth Amendment Act and stuff like that.
Right.
Now there are exceptions to that, but
right. I mean, if we're in a public area, you can
stuff like that. But it's mainly for searches for
fleeing
the
offenders.
new
Do you have to be
clown,
like certified?
Lacey.
Are you one of those?
All
officers
of them
that
the
are
same.
certified?
They
I
getting
would
money
imagine
from this
you're out here
woman, man, from the
practicing
mirror,
with it.
and it is what it is,
practicing
man.
with it.
Right, you don't want to drive that thing
These
off,
guys
fly
will
it off,
sell their
and
soul
end up in a ditch
for
somewhere,
a
right?
couple of hundreds.
Of course not. Of course
Hey,
not.
how are you?
Hey, sir, how are you? Who are you?
What can I help you with, sir?
Who are you, sir?
Walking like a
Here we go.
steel turtle, man.
I just ask you. You
This
came up to me,
too,
sir,
man. What
respectfully.
is
I'm just
wrong
asking
with
who you
people,
are.
man? Why would you get
wondering who you
something
are.
like
Yeah,
this?
I'm just asking who you are,
I'll
sir.
tell you in a second.
Okay.
I couldn't
Are you the
respect him
police
if he
chief,
was
sir?
my
I think I
father.
recognize you. You're the police chief that said that we have to identify yourself in the state of Illinois, aren't you?
I heard some murmurs, I guess, when I came in about you did an amazing training. Can we talk about that? Is that okay? Or
Sure.
okay?
Threatening to kill us.
Horrible. I said it's horrible, man.
No, that's not good enough because you know.
So what's good enough for you?
You know what? Because you all created this atmosphere.
How?
You know, sometimes
Your mayor did that.
white people will bum you. You know that. You know it, honey. You know you are very racist people.
My degree is in psychology. I was a clinical therapist in the mental health field. And just one day they were offering the test, and I did it as just a spoof. I said, let me just take the test. And then suddenly I realized I had passed the test. I went through the process, and then I became the police.
Your ID. And you're wrong for that, sir.
How am I wrong for that? You didn't want to identify yourself as a member of the
You know what?
police
You own
force.
police property.
But I'm wrong. This is public property.
But still, police work here, though.
The dude look like he got
You
a
guys
big
should be
old
safe.
diaper
Feel
on,
safe
man.
here.
This the
Slick
dope
mouth.
side. This dude walk like
I'm
he
trying
got
to
a
keep you
diaper
calm.
on,
I
man.
want to, because I want to be calm. So yeah.
I love it.
I have a slick mouth.
He got a
Chief,
complex,
does
man.
everybody
That's
have to identify themselves?
midget complex, man.
Chief, does everybody have to identify
I don't see how
themselves
y'all tolerate it.
when
You
demanded
done
by
been
law
you
enforcement,
don't
Chief?
know what y'all have to do, man. Everything y'all done, is you still having problems with this. It's hard, and the government won't do nothing. Now they finally trying to come down there. They need to be looking at the police department too as well, man. You got people that's being unalive, and you can't even get records. You can't even get dash cam. You can't even get. It's so hard to get anything. You got to sue them before you can see something. I mean, this town is running. This village is running by itself, man. I don't know. Wheels done fell off, and they started letting it just run. These dudes act like they real soldiers, man.
Chief,
Like
I
they
don't care
just got
about
back
that,
from
right?
Follow me, sir.
I can
Afghanistan.
walk, sir.
I
I
mean,
can
what
walk.
is wrong with these dudes, man?
I'm not. You're stopping
I
in
bet
front of
you
me. You're
if
stopping
they
in
had
front
a
of me.
gun and badge and
I'm not
everything
walking.
else,
I'm
man,
walking down
soon
the
as
public
a fight
sidewalk.
started at the
I'm not.
club,
He stopped. I'm
and
not
they
getting
up
in
in there,
anybody's personal space.
and the homeboys
He
going at
stopped
it.
in front of me.
I bet you they run. I bet you they run, man. Try to go look for something. Try to go look for a hit or something. I bet you they run. They cowards, man. When they take their uniform off, they get the coward. They get the cowardville in them. And y'all worship these dudes. I don't do it. Get on them, son.
Chief, put those cuffs away. You're not going to arrest anybody. Stop it. You're making a big mistake, just like your mayor that you protect.
Ugh.
All right, sir. Do you have to identify yourself in the state of Illinois, like you said in the video?
But I want to respect. I want to respect, don't you? You know what I'm saying? And so he allows us all to be able to vent, to come up with workable solutions. If it's something that we're not familiar with or uncomfortable with, he may even do a little role play just to see where your mind is and if you're able to really handle that situation in an appropriate manner.
There she goes again.
You and Wiggins would
He
be on
doesn't
this
want to talk
story.
about the racist
You
phone
and
calls.
Miss Wiggins, you and Wiggins would be on this story.
Every day.
Unfortunate. So what does that have to do with anything? I don't care, right? Okay.
Put that on YouTube. We've been
Oh, it will be on my story for sure. How do I not want to hear that? You've repeated yourself over and over again. Okay, so how haven't I heard it? But why don't you want to talk about the mayor and your police chief violating people's rights?
We're not talking about the mayor. We're talking about how white people are calling up here.
But why don't you want to talk about the mayor?
Talk about white people calling
Talk about the mayor.
racist.
I'm a racist. You're a racist, ma'am. You said that all white people bomb people. You're racist. You're an ignorant racist tyrant. That's what you are. And you're a victim, apparently.
You don't care about
You're
that.
a victim. You're claiming to be a victim. I'm not white, but I see a victim when I see one. You're playing the victim card very well, ma'am. You don't want to talk about the corruption in your department. You just want to talk about how you're supposedly being victimized.
If she was anywhere
No,
other
you
than
don't care
Dalton
about people's
Police
constitutional
Department.
rights. No,
If she
man,
was
you don't care
anywhere
about people's
other than where
constitutional
she at
rights.
now,
That's what you don't
the
care
words
about.
that she done
You don't
said,
care
the words
about
that she
that.
done spelled
I
out
do
of her
care
mouth,
about people's constitutional
the words she
rights.
done ran out
I
of her
do
mouth.
care about it.
You're a
I
racist.
do. I'm not a
Been
racist. You are, ma'am. You're the only person who made a racist comment here today.
dropped and ranked
You are the only
or
person who
gone.
made a racist
She
comment
been
here
demoted or
today.
gone on live camera. And they had to deal with this when they woke up. And they had to see this when they woke up. If anywhere else, even here, down here in Arkansas, anywhere else, she would have been gone. Or demoted, or they put her in a courtroom, because you know they go hide them folks up in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? They get in trouble, they go hide them in court and everything. In the courtroom. Let them be bailiffs and stuff. You made a racist. He's an ignorant fool. Can't hear.
You made a racist comment that, you people, white people, which are not white, bomb people. Right, right. All white people bomb people. That's right.
White people are
Right.
racist.
Right, ma'am. Right, ma'am. Like I said, you can talk about the complaints that you've received, but at the end of the day, you don't want to talk about your police chief being an ignorant fool. He's an ignorant fool.
You just proved my case. I've not called you out of your name, but I have to be a fool.
I said your police chief's an ignorant fool.
This has nothing to do with the chief.
And you get to call me out. You called me a racist. Are you kidding me? You don't know me. You called me a white racist. I'm not even white.
You are.
I'm not.
Control the narrative.
I'm not even white. And just being white doesn't make you a racist. Newsflash. Newsflash. White people aren't racist. What does that have to do with what we're talking about? But you've said that a million times. But you never once talk about the corruption here in Dalton. Why don't you go arrest the mayor? Why don't you go do your job and arrest the mayor?
This is my job right here.
No, do your job and arrest the mayor for corruption. Why don't you train your officers? You are a commander. You get a fancy car to take home, but you don't want to train people on how to uphold people's constitutional rights. This woman is actually insane. Really. I want to make a complaint. Do you guys take complaints against law enforcement officers, or do you guys just walk around and smoke cigarettes and not do anything all day? A lot of empty desks here. Do you guys take complaints against law enforcement, or do you just cover for law enforcement like you cover for the mayor?
Make it seem like they're not. Anybody who knows, everybody knows how they operate.
No one's racist here, ma'am. I haven't said anything racist to you. You said racist things against me. You've called me a racist. You called me a white racist, that I bomb people.
Because you all are calling us bitches and whores.
I'm not calling you. I've never called the police department. I've never once called the police department. What are you talking about? I would like to make a complaint against an officer. If you guys in Dalton take complaints, do you guys take complaints against officers? You better be covering yourself. The FBI is investigating all of you. Normally, you at least take the complaint, investigate yourself, and find no wrongdoing. But at this department, you don't even take complaints, huh? Understood. Got it. Not going to waste my time here anymore.
You want to respect their personal space. I get it.
I'm trying to keep you calm.
I love it. So on the 15th, tell residents what they can expect
that you can call
on this Zoom call.
So can you just pass me?
Or this live.
Yeah. So I tried to get a diverse panel of people to give certain information to the citizens of Dalton. And so, of course, we're going to have Chief Lasey. He's going to talk about the police side of things. Pete McCain, who's the chief of fire, he's going to give the residents safety tips on fire, how to keep yourself safe during the winter, smoke alarms, the importance of smoke detectors. So
I don't care what y'all say. She on something.
Stacey Carell is the supervisor of
man. She done looked at every dimple in this city.
And I chose him because, for example, when the street light goes out, sometimes the citizens don't realize that there's a direct number that you can call, not the police side or 911. Just call this number and let the supervisor or the employees know that, my light is out on my block. It's been out for 30 days. Can someone come out immediately and fix it? Because that's really disturbing to people to have lights out on the street where there may be a spike in crime. And we want to keep our citizens safe. And Renee Chandler is the director of the comfort zone, and that's something new to Dalton. We get a high volume of calls when it comes to mentally ill. Right. You'd be surprised. People are really dealing with some serious issues, especially with the COVID. A lot of people fell into depression, and they started drinking more, using substance abuse. And so now with the comfort zone, what that does is it allows, and it takes some of the stress off of BUDS, the ambulance service, because everybody doesn't have to go to the hospital. And the comfort zone is set up to give counseling. They provide housing. They provide clinical intervention if that's needed. And so I'm very excited about just having them in the Dalton. They're looking to bring housing for the mentally ill. And so I'm hoping that it really takes off and running. So they'll have a chance to speak to Mr. Chandler directly himself, because he's going to have a plethora of information to give the Black community, and it's really needed. Last but not least,
you won't even say nothing, man. This dude will go along with anything.
Chicago State
Tell him go
University.
ride in the store, he'll go do it.
Her background,
you know what I mean?
is exceptional.
This dude here.
And so her students are also gonna be in on the
But
Zoom
you can tell how he is.
because they're interested in asking questions about the
He's a
police, because a
doofus.
lot of them are
Now this
majoring in
woman he
criminal
got beside
justice.
her, she's
So
supposed to
I'm
be the
just
map. I
really
guess
over the moon about what's
the
taking
public
place with this
relations.
Zoom meeting.
Listen,
And I see
mean,
that it's going to take place like
up and
every
running.
last Thursday,
But the whole thing is,
beginning in March, right?
Beginning in March.
However, on the 15th
I want to know
of
in the
February,
comments, do y'all think
from
she
6
high?
to 7, you need to go on, and we're going to stream it on all our platforms. So we have it on Facebook, YouTube,
what you think she on?
I don't know about Twitter.
If you think
we're going
she
to see
high,
what we can
what
do.
you think she on?
I'm going to try. However, I do want to thank you guys so much for taking the opportunity to speak with me.
Y'all know more than me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people know more. But let me know if she high. And her video, where she was spewing out of her ratchet mouth, do you think the video depicts of what she's saying, de-escalation? Or it's just me? Well, I think she was lying. I think that she like that in the streets everywhere. I don't know. I don't know. I always listen to my people, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, on the 2nd of next month, I have this drawing. Only thing you have to do is subscribe. $100 drawing. Let me know. Everybody is entitled to win. All my subscribers, they entitled to win every 2nd of the month. They entitled to win. It's gonna go. All right. So like, share, and subscribe. Do whatever, but make sure you subscribe. All right.